This video, I'm going to be breaking down the 4-3 even 6-1 defense in Madden 25. Now, this defense is going to be really good in Madden 26. I'm going to give you a new setup for this. And this is also very good in college football 26. Now, I am in the New York Jets defensive playbook that has dollar, double mug. It also has the 4-3 even 6-1. And the 4-3 even 6-1 is a really good defense because it is a symmetrical defense. It's a great run defense, so it can stop pretty much every single run in the game. And also, what makes this defense super special, in my opinion, is the blitz pressure that you can create from it. Now, I'm going to be using the 4-3 even 6-1, and I want you to put your fast linebackers in at the outside linebacker positions. And if you got fast defensive linemen, put them at the defensive end positions, and then you could put your big boys in the middle of the defense. Now, for coaching adjustments for this scheme, what I like to do is turn auto flip off. I like auto alignment on base, but they did take that away in college football and in Madden 26. So you would have this on default, but we will have a trick and tip for you for how to base align in those games when that game drops. But we will leave this on baseline for now and just enjoy it for a few more weeks. Option defense is going to be on conservative. And then the only other real thing here is that you want to put your zone drops, your hooks on 5 yards. Now we can do everything we need to do really from 2 or 3 plays here. I like cover 4 quarters because you can play good coverage defense out of this. But in college football and in Madden 26, you're probably going to want to use the play Samuel Blitz. So I'm going to be going over the blitz out of Samuel Blitz, and just know that you can basically do the same exact thing out of cover 4 quarters. So the reason that I'm going to pick Samuel Blitz here is because, as I said, in college football 26, you're going to want your outside linebackers blitzing so that they don't move based on the formation that your opponent calls. As you see here, we have both outside linebackers blitzing. Now, you can also run whatever coverage you want to run behind the pressure. I'm going to give you really 2 or 3 blitzes here today. So the first setup is we are going to be pinching our defensive line, and we are going to be slanting our defensive line inside. This is the basic 6-man version of this defense. What's also really nice about 6-1 is when you show blitz, you will get these safeties in the box a lot of times, or even if you just press. So, anyways, I'm going to use a cover 2. So we're going to just create a basic cover 2 shell here. Again, we pinched and we slanted our D line inside, and then I went ahead and QB contained. You don't want to do that when you're blitzing. I think I bumped that by accident. And what you're going to see here is we are just going to send quick double edge pressure off of this defense. What makes this really good is if they block a running back and you're sending double edge pressure, it's still going to be pretty hard for them to consistently be able to block both sides. As you see here, they block one side, but then we're able to get the pressure off of the other side within this defense. It's why this send 6 approach is really good, because you're going to kind of guarantee that you're going to get pretty good pressure regardless of what they do. Now, what I like to do is kind of hover on the opposite side of the running back. I'll show you a kind of super cool hover that's going to be really good in Madden and in college football, and that is this right here. This is kind of a new method, is basically to stand directly over the center because of the untarget feature. If they untarget you, you will be able to use a rush and just get an instant sack. And then if they do target you, you can literally just hit the center and then you can pull out as well. So, I'll show you that one more time. Again, this is just some stuff you can use in the next year's game as well. But it just shows, you see here, let them hit me and I'm going to get double pressure. Now, I know the tight end was open, of course, right? I didn't set coverage up, but if I set up coverage, we're going to be in a pretty good spot in terms of our capability to be able to defend. Now, the other thing that's really cool about this is if you want to, the other thing you could do is you can only send 5. So if I want to send 5, get a little bit more coverage on the field, I'm able to do that. So here we're going to send 5, get ourselves into a, cover 3 type of look. But what you're going to see is as long as I stand over on this little right side, I'm going to be able to trigger that right side pressure. He kind of got caught up by that tackle. So we will run that one more time. I really recommend slanting inside before you pinch. Sometimes the blitz angles will change if you slant them inside after you pinch. So I would want you to make sure you're crashing your D-line inside before you pinch. I think that is super helpful when running this. And there you see there's that quick pressure off of the right side. And then let's say we want to send especially against a formation like this, we might want to send the pressure off of the left side. So what I like to do for that is we're going to play cover 3 to the right, cover 2 to the left. So the defense looks basically like this. And then we're going to pinch and slant that line inside. And now if we want to make sure we're going to trigger off this left side, we just want to make that center take a step to the right side. So it doesn't really necessarily matter to me, but just make that center take a step to the right side. And then as you see, you're able to use her over the middle of the field. Guys, all in all, this is one of the best defenses in the game. It's going to be that way next year as well. I'm going to show you a 4-man blitz. I don't know that it'll work in this game, but I know that it works in College Football 26 and Madden 26. So this could be something that you can kind of build upon as well for a future game. So what I'm going to do here is I'm still going to slant my line inside. I'm still going to pinch. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the defensive tackle on the opposite side of the blitzer side. So we're going to put him in a yellow, and then we can put this other guy in whatever we want. And we can really cover a lot of the field with this right here. So as you see, we're sitting 4. You have a kind of an edge rusher on the left side for a contain. And then you can actually get this guy to loop off of the outside in College Football 26, Madden 26. So this to me is something that you could potentially build around as well within this scheme, just to make it a little bit better. As you'll see here, it gives us a lot more coverage. We're able to cover a lot more of the field here. And I'll just stand over here. We're just trying to basically get this center to take a step to the right and then get that loop. Not able to get it there, but this blitzing concept is really good in next year's game. So again, just pinch, slant inside. If you want to, you can also spread your linebackers. This is another kind of little way that you might be able to trigger just a little bit more pressure here. Put that guy to yellows on the left side. And we're going to try to trigger that right side pressure. There you see we're getting B gap. We're getting pretty good heat off that right side. And that's just a way that if you wanted to send 4, there are options for that within this defense. But ultimately, the best variation of this defense, and really what I think makes the defense special, is the fact if they do any kind of slide protection, they're going to struggle to block this blitz, and you have a really consistent 6-man pressure. That is the 4-3 even 6-1 defense. If you enjoyed the video and you want to take your game to the next level in Madden 26 and College Football 26, join our free school community. It's completely free to you. It gets you access to exclusive tips, tricks, and mini schemes that will help you become a better Madden and college football player. We have a ton of content in the community already. And if you want to sign up, literally all you have to do is click the link in the description down below.